going on, everyone? So I recently bought a newer Tahoe, and I'm gonna be doing some upgrade on the lighting, on the dome lights, the map lights inside the Tahoe. So there's 6 in total in here, and the ones that are on the centers, the LED bulb, it's a 211-12, -2. And they look like this. So I'll show you once I open the package. And then I'm also replacing the ones on the vanity mirrors. I already replaced the ones on this side. Fairly simple to do. And the bulbs for these are the halogens that came in it, and we're replacing them with some real small LEDs. And I believe these ones are 6641. They're fairly small. So now we're going to be replacing the ones in this sun visor. And what you want to do is, it's easier to do it with 2 hands because this one, especially this ones, are kind of hard in there. But you want to grab your screwdriver and kind of just pry it off one of the top corners, and it usually just pops off. And they're pretty solid, so I don't think you'll break them. And same deal, you just pull out the light bulb. You might want to use the screwdriver again. These ones are kind of in there pretty good, or they're too small to grab it with your hand, just to try to pull it out. But there it is. And these are easy to remove. All you do is get a super small flathead, and you're just gonna, there's some little slits here where you can put the flathead in there, kind of jam it in there, and you push it down, and it sort of releases the clip. So you want to do that on both sides. And this is pretty much the same for all of them except the one in the very rear that it swings on one side. So when I get to that one, I'll show you guys. So that's pretty much it. So I'm just gonna wait to, you don't want to grab those because they're pretty hot. So I'm just gonna wait till the light turns off, and then I'll switch those. Alright, now all you're gonna do is just pull it down. It's still a little hot, but just pull it down and it comes off. And this is the bulb that was there, and this is the one that we're gonna use to replace it. So sometimes it does matter which way it goes where. So it'll either go one way, or you'll just have to flip it the other way. So we're gonna test it right now. So I just turn on the button and it works. And let me show you that it doesn't work the other way. Oh, it does work. So, but yeah, some LEDs, they get a little peaky. So you might have to do it one way or the other. So what you're gonna do is just push it in, or try to line it up. It's easier to do it with 2 hands. Alright, so I got both of them in, so you can see they're working. And these are 6000K, so I'm gonna be replacing the rest with the same kind. So now cover goes back in place, backside first, and then you kind of want to push the little tabs in, or the other way around. Like so. That looks pretty good. Alright guys, the ones on this backside, you want to grab it from the front, and you want to, there's a little slot here. You're gonna put your screwdriver in, kind of pull it down, and it just comes off, and you'll be able to access the bulbs. Now, like I was saying, this is the last one closest to the back. This one tends to swing to the driver's side, so it kind of hinges off on here. So you want to grab it on the passenger side and kind of just bring it down a little bit, and it'll swing like that, and then just replace your bulbs. Alright, so it's in and it's back in place, and now we can turn it on. Pretty bright. Alright, so we're going to be replacing the reverse halogen bulb with some LEDs, and the bulb for that is 7443. And pretty much to remove the tail light on the 2014 Tahoe is just two regular Phillips head screws, and then it just pops out. Once you got the tail light off, then it's pretty obvious. It's like any other bulb. You're just gonna twist this thing off, and you should be able to pop it out, and then replace the bulb. You might have to mess with either flipping the bulb because it might be polarity specific. So if it doesn't work one way, just switch it and try it on the other side. So this is the new LED bulb. It's pretty long compared to the halogen, but it still fits. So you're gonna push it in and twist it on, and that should be it. We'll push it back in place and test it. Alright, as you can see, the reverse are working. They look pretty good. So once it gets dark, I'll show you guys how it looks at night. Alright guys, for the license plates, there's pretty much two screws holding the light in place, and I already swapped one of them. So all you do is remove those two screws, and then you're able to pop the bulb out just by pulling it. Alright, so I got both replaced. Looks pretty good. So now we're gonna finish off doing the last of those puddle lights right here that you have on by the mirror. Alright, so for the puddle light, you're gonna grab your little screwdriver and put it toward the side closest to the vehicle, push it up and kind of out, and it'll just pop out, and you'll be able to twist off that plug and replace your bulb. Once you got your bulb back in place, and pretty much same deal, you're just gonna push it in to the side, and then just pop it back in place. It'll click, and that's pretty much it. And that's how you do those. You guys can see all the lights are LED in there now. It looks nicer. Alright guys, so here we are. We're gonna unlock the car and show you what the lights look like. So that's a puddle light. It shines real nice. Let me show the outside first. The reverse and the license plate. You guys can see shines pretty far back. And then let me show you the inside lights. And inside, it looks like pretty much you're out in the day. It shines a lot. You can see everything on the floor. Definitely recommend going with the LED upgrade. Couple bucks. And I'm going to show you the sun visor lights, and right now it's nighttime, so you'll get the best feel. These things are freaking bright. They're probably going to be a little too bright, but that looks awesome.